Marauders for the Month by lishiee. Chapter 23, The Astronomy Tower. Hurry up, Mary, Lily whined, leaning her forehead against the bathroom door. The girl had been in there for about 30 minutes, and if she didn't come out now, Lily was going to piss all over the floor. Just as she contemplated using Aloha Mora and taking her chances, the door swung open and Mary caught Lily's forehead with her hand. Can't a girl put pride in doing her hair? Lily rolled her eyes and slipped past her to use the restroom. Mary sauntered out and let her have her space. I'll be ready when you're out, Lils, Mary called. Good, Lily mumbled, washing her hands and quickly brushing her teeth. See you two at lunch, Marlene shouted, slamming the door so hard it rattled the room. Lily opened the door to make eye contact with Mary, both of them rolling their eyes at the girl. Mary was thankfully fully ready, so both girls grabbed their things and headed off to the greenhouses. Sorry about forgetting last night, by the way. Don't sweat it, love. Sirius and James found me and kept me company. If we're being honest, I kind of forgot to. Lily sighed in relief, shoulders sagging as some of her muscles relaxed. At least Mary wasn't mad at her. The girl's anger would have trudged up the lingering distress from last night. So, what were you doing when you stood me up? Mary! What? That's basically what you did, she smiled. Homework. And that does not surprise me. The walk to the greenhouse wasn't too bad. Once they made it outside, the crisp wind whipped their hair slightly and set a chill down Lily's spine. Even though it was March, the air was still cool. Lily didn't mind one bit, since it made sitting outside comfortable. It was her favourite time of year. Christ, it's cold. Apparently, Mary felt differently. I don't know why we have to go and collect the ingredients. Aren't there people who do that? Mary whined, pulling her coat tighter when the wind whipped a little harder. Probably, but Slughorn wants us to collect our ingredients this time around, Lily supplied, watching the girl shiver. Well, he can start off. The air in the greenhouse was significantly warmer, making Lily's fingertips tingle. Slughorn said that the plants should be in the far right corner, so the two of them shuffled that way. A lot of plants were growing wildly, one of them almost poking Lily's eye out and another getting stuck in Mary's hair. Fuck this place, I'm never coming back, Mary scowled, gently recoiling her hair. Lily chuckled at the girl as she spotted the plants. The two walked over and Mary pulled out Lily's bag once again. So, Mary drawled, pulling the bag wide as Lily began to snip off the flowers and roots. Miles told me you showed up off your rocker the other night. No idea what you're talking about. Oh, sure you do. So, what caused it? Nothing? Was it Pandora? Lily's hand fumbled at the girl's name and made her drop the roots she was holding. Mary smirked and leaned down to pick it up. Called it. Lily felt her face burn. Mary stood back up and split into a smile at the sight of her. Oh my god, are you blushing? No, Lily retorted, feeling her face burn hotter. She silently cursed her extra pale skin. You so are, Mary giggled. You've never done that before when I mentioned her. Did you just figure out you liked her or something? Lily ignored her comments and grunted, trying to put all her focus on collecting the ingredients. Mary gaped at her when she got no response. Merlin, tell me you're joking, Lily. When there was no response again, Mary fell into another fit of giggles. Lily wanted to reach over and strangle her, with love, of course. I thought you were smart, Lils. Oi! Lily smacked Mary's arm, making the girl laugh harder. Lily collected the last of the sopophorus beans and dropped them into the bag. When she turned to look at the girl, she was met with her beaming at her. So, what are you going to do about it? Lily reached over and snatched the bag from her, depositing it into her pockets and walking towards the door. Nothing, of course. I don't have time to date right now, Mary, and even if I did, Pandora doesn't like me back. Lily could hear Mary's groan of annoyance as she pushed the door open and followed her out. You are so dense sometimes. She definitely does. I'm not, and she doesn't. Oh, you "No, aw, Lily Evans, 'cause she does." The tone of her voice made Lily whip around just in time to see the smirk on her face. Lily strode back to her and poked her in the chest. "Mary MacDonald, I swear, if you meddle in this, you're never sleeping in again," Lily threatened, reaching up to yank off the beanie Mary had tugged on a few seconds ago. Mary glared at her, seemingly weighing her options. "Fine," she mumbled, reaching out and snatching her hat back. "I won't meddle." The emphasis she put on the "I" made Lily squint her eyes suspiciously, but Mary only smiled. "Aw, little Lily has a little crush." She reached both her gloved fingers out to poke at Lily's cheeks. "Christ, you're insufferable. Let's just go brew this potion before I throttle you," Lily groaned, swatting at the girl's fingers. Mary skipped along with Lily back inside to the cosy atmosphere of the castle. She bested her a few more times before potions, but seemed to lose entertainment in it after a while. Shit. Mary skidded to a stop just as Lily did. "What?" Mary asked, eyes wide. "We missed breakfast." Pandora nudged her for what must have been the 100th time today. It wouldn't have been a problem if it wasn't her. Lily hummed, trying for nonchalance, but coming off very flustered. "Want to come back up here tonight? Well, to the actual tower part." Lily spared a glance at the girl, regretting it immediately when she felt a pull at her navel. Christ, this is going to be insufferable. "Why?" Pandora sighed, twisting a loose hair that was hovering in her face. Lily's stomach was doing backflips. She wasn't sure how she was supposed to hang out with the girl tonight, all alone. "I wanted to look at the stars with you." The look in the girl's eyes was so sincere that Lily knew she was screwed. It always went like this. She was going to lose her fucking mind. "Sure," slipped out of her mouth before she could stop it. And that's how she found herself standing in front of the mirror, fretting over her hair. Mary and Marlene were tucked up together on Mary's bed, flipping through a random magazine they'd found in the common room. If Lily had to guess, it probably came from one of the poor first-year girls. "What you doing over there, Lils?" Marlene asked, flipping onto her back and leaning her head over the edges of the bed. "Nothing," Lily squeaked, dropping her hands and sliding away from the mirror. The two girls giggled at her, sharing a knowing look. "Not meeting a special someone?" Mary asked innocently, passing the magazine to Marlene, who turned it to the side to look at a girl posing. "No," Lily sputtered. When she turned around, she was met with an unconvincing look from Mary. Marlene still flipping through the magazine. "Uh-huh, sure," Mary snickered, rolling onto her back to look over Marlene's shoulder. Before Lily could prove her wrong, there was a soft knock at the door. She froze for a second before walking over and clicking the door open. It was only a third-year girl, telling her that Pandora was downstairs waiting for her. Lily thanked the girl with a soft smile and waited a few seconds before hovering in the doorway and glancing out into the hall nervously. "Have fun!" Marlene shouted, grunting when she rolled too far and tumbled to the ground. "Don't do anything I wouldn't do," Mary sing-songed, giggling at the pile of limbs on the ground. "Oh, shut it, you two." She heard the start of a wolf whistle as she slammed the door, rushing down the stairs and trying her best to not look too excited. It couldn't be helped. The girl leaning against the fireplace, chatting with Remus, couldn't have looked better. Her hair was now done in a bunch of small box braids, platinum blonde hair shining under the firelight. Remus said something that made her laugh, face splitting into the most beautiful smile. Somehow it grew even wider when she caught Lily's gaze. Yeah, Lily was absolutely smitten. "Lily, are you ready?" The girl had on one of her usual flowy skirts, but it was now paired with a crop top. Lily had to drag her eyes back up to not embarrass herself. "Yeah, I'm ready." The halls were semi-dark as they walked out of the common room. Pandora brushed up against her, swinging her arms and humming a tune. As they got closer to the astronomy tower, Lily could feel her nerves getting worse. How had she thought this was a good idea? "Almost there," Pandora squealed, reaching over to softly grasp Lily's hand and tug her along. There was no time to fight it. The two girls were now rushing through the hallway to the astronomy tower. Lily fell into a fit of giggles as the air whistled in her ears. The running only stopped when they reached the stairs, Pandora slowing down first. So, are you doing better tonight, love? Pandora asked, starting the trek up the stairs. Lily was really going to have to ask her to pick a different nickname. The way her breath caught and her heart squeezed was too much. Yeah, that's good. They walked up the stairs some more, slowly coming closer to the door at the top. Those pants look really nice on you. Lily blushed bashfully, looking down to run her hands over them. Thanks. Of course. Just as she was about to look back up, she ran straight into Pandora. The girl steadied her by the waist. When Lily looked up, they were practically nose to nose. She could hear her slow breathing and watched her eyes flit across her face. Right when she was considering throwing out all plans and wisdom to lean in, Pandora brought a finger up to Lily's lips to shush her and opened the door behind her. Lily followed her as she weirdly snuck up in. She had no idea why until the girl shuffled out of the way and Lily saw the sight. It was Regulus Black snogging none other than James Potter, and they were going at it. Holy shit. The two boys jumped apart, James scrambling to fix his glasses on his face and button up his shirt. The heavy blush painting both boys' faces was hilarious. Holy shit, she repeated, a smile crawling up her face. Ah, Regulus sighed, lips in a straight line. I fucking knew it, she screeched, pointing an accusing finger at James and shaking it. James stared at her wagging finger with shock. Lily? What are you doing here? He spluttered. I could ask you the same thing, couldn't I? Lily arched an eyebrow, pointedly raking her eyes over the two boys. Touché, he sighed, trying to flatten his unruly hair. They were all silent for a moment, calming down from the shock until Lily realised something else. You lied to me, Lily gasped, whirling on Pandora. The girl only smiled back, a glint in her eyes that made Lily melt a bit. Sorry, love, I had to keep the secret. But I led you to them. That has to count for something. Lily glared at the girl, but gave up quickly. She couldn't be mad at her, not truly. You led her to us? Regulus gasped, rounding on Pandora as well, who looked nothing less than amused. Maybe pick a more private spot to snog your boyfriend, and people wouldn't be able to find you, Pandora shrugged, the mischievous glint never leaving her eyes. Boyfriend? Lily said, absolutely bewildered by how fast information was flowing into her brain. Christ, I didn't even know James shagged men. Regulus chuckled at this, raking his eyes up and down James, well, his boyfriend. Really, Lily? I mean, look at him. Regulus smiled coyly, walking slowly over to the boy. Lily watched James's Adam apple bob violently, and that was all she really needed as confirmation. Regulus, for some reason, felt the need to prove a point, so he walked even closer, letting his fingers flirt with the hem of James's shirt. I get it, Regulus. No need to undress him right in front of us. I'd rather you not, actually. Agreed. Regulus rolled his eyes, reluctantly pulling back to look at the two girls while James composed himself. Well, if you two wouldn't mind then, I'd like it if you'd leave, so I can do that. Go find another snogging spot. Snogging? We weren't going to snog, Lily blurted out, trying and miserably failing to act casual and dismissive. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care. Now leave, please. Pandora grabbed Lily's arm lightly and waved goodbye to Regulus and James, leading the two of them out. The both of them said nothing as they began their descent. Halfway down the stairs, Lily was back to the same state. James and Regulus. Did you take me there just to catch them? Pandora looked over her shoulder at her and smiled apologetically. No, I really did want to look at the stars, but I saw they were there on the map, so I thought, why not just show you that instead of nothing? Lily nodded her head. Well, at least she had actually wanted to hang out with her. Is that why Dorcas and Remus found them too? Lily asked, all too curious. Yeah, I'm not sure why they haven't moved to a different spot, but it worked out okay, I suppose. Lily hummed, taking the last 2 steps with stride. They continued the walk back to the common room as quietly as they had left the common room. Lily never really minded. She wasn't sure she would be able to keep it together if they weren't talking. The seconds of closeness earlier had been way too intoxicating. I'll see you tomorrow then. At James's party? They were standing in front of the common room painting now, Pandora delicately jutting her hip out to lean against the wall. You going? Yeah, Reggie's bringing me along. Oh, okay. See you tomorrow. Bye, love, Pandora beamed, reaching over and grabbing Lily's hand to plant a kiss on it before skipping away. What the fuck? Lily whispered once the girl was out of earshot. What was she going to do? Lily wasn't sure how much longer she could last knowing she liked Pandora. It was absolute torture. Lily sobbed her way into the common room, catching sight of Remus still sitting on the couch, Sirius fast asleep in his lap. At least they'd made up. Oh, by the way, we caught them. Who? You know who. Remus smirked, and that was that. Now it was time to wonder what exactly was going to go down at James's party tomorrow. It would be interesting, to say the least. Okay, that's fun. Well, at least they caught them. Like, it was very obvious. They were horrendous at hiding it. I don't know how Lily didn't she didn't realise until, like, her time yesterday. Yeah, no, she's oblivious. She just is. She's trying her best. She's book smart, not common sense smart. It's like me. Okay, thanks for listening.